For the first time in our modern history, institutional, traditional, establishment media is in fact failing, guys. Right? A lot of content creators are definitely picking up the slack, and Joe Rogan, I think, is one of these individuals that deserves to kind of be in the position that he is actually in, guys. I mean, if we think about this for a second here, most traditional media these days, at least, is almost exclusively going to be what? Opinion pieces, guys. On every channel we encounter, I'm just going to be honest here, everything just happens to be opinions these days. Not much journalism is put into things at all any longer. So, by that exact metric, yeah, I think a lot of people who are able to, I don't know, just galvanize a community, they should be considered media sources. I don't blame, presidential figures or any type of like super important individuals, sitting down at these tables these days. I don't blame them at all, right? Because if you want to get your message shown to a brand new audience, right, you're going to have to understand that. And The View obviously is on this antiquated, single focus thing, right? If you are a man, I'm not sure why you're watching that show in the first place, based off the fact that multiple times they just espouse hatred for men. If you pay attention, matter of fact, you don't even have to really pay attention. One of the hosts actually just said it, right? So keep that in mind here, guys, right? But either way, let's go ahead and check this out immediately. Just say suggestion via Discord. Joe Rogan hits back after criticism from The View. Dragon Believer. I have no idea what that is because, again, I don't pre-watch videos, guys. But let's go and check it out. let's jump into it, guys.
We went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons. He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur-y type of animals, roamed the earth when people did.
Rogan really leaning into this one by changing his ex-bio to quote Dragon Believer. Joe Conta is a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, this is
that's all he is apparently now, guys. He's just a Dragon Believer. Okay, I mean, I never really heard that, that the ideology of believing in dragons, but, go ahead and do your thing.
So up Joe Rogan's alley in terms of what he finds funny to, first of all, be called a dragon believer, and also to be accused of being an unreliable source of information by the ladies of The View. So what is your reaction to all of this?
Oh, yes, Carly. We should absolutely trust The View and not the guy who revolutionized the world with electric cars, SpaceX. I could go on with the accomplishments of Elon Musk. I have a question. Do stupid people get to a point in life where they realize that they're, stupid? Because this is what panic sounds like in legacy media. I've said this before in this program. It's worth repeating again because it's so disturbing. The View is under the ABC News umbrella. ABC News is run by a woman named Dana Walden. Dana Walden is Kamala Harris's very best friend. They lived right near each other in Brentwood, California when she was a senator there. Dana Walden set up Kamala Harris on a blind date with Doug Emhoff, who she obviously is now married to. Okay. And now this is what the result is of Dana Walden running ABC News. You have people like Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg under the ABC News umbrella losing their minds on a daily basis. And it's actually kind of fun to watch. But at some point, people are going to be like, all right, I don't want to listen to this anymore because, quite frankly, I can't trust you people because you told us that Donald Trump was Hitler, and now apparently Hitler is going to be the 47th president of the United States. Go figure.
Well, let me keep this in mind, guys. Again, The View is, in fact, another one of these opinion piece shows. The reason why they do not absolutely enjoy Joe Rogan is because I'm guessing he has a different ideology, right? But the reality is that Joe Rogan has, for the most part, been loudly a Democrat for a really, really, really long time. The problem is that he was the wrong type of Democrat. He was a Democrat that specifically, wasn't ashamed, let's say, of his masculinity, guys.
At some point, I would argue that point is already here. I mean, look at the ratings from the election and beyond. I mean, people are not watching this stuff, and I broaden that out to all the mainstream media collectively. I'm going to take a different tact on this, though, Joe. Shouldn't conservatives be celebrating this cacophony because it shows that there are factions on the left that still refuse to acknowledge ultimately why Trump won and the reasons for it. And so, I don't know, looking ahead to 2026, that bodes well for the Republicans.
Guys, it's not even factions. It's the entirety of them. They refuse to believe the fact that their ideology may be pushing people out of the party. They refuse to believe that for some reason. But you know what? Let them continue believing that.
And so, I don't know, looking ahead to 2026,
pushing what they've been pushing.
That bodes well for the Republicans if they still haven't figured out why the Republicans won.
It's a great point, Todd. I mean, I said this on this program. I'll say it again. Before the election, you guys know this, I said that I couldn't see how Kamala Harris could beat Donald Trump when Donald Trump was winning over black voters to the amount that he was, Latino voters to the amount that he did. Obviously,
mostly men, though.
We also had the union voters, rank and file. He was winning those over as well. We saw the Teamsters in terms of their internal polling that he was winning there big time. And when you win those three Democratic strongholds, the Democrat nominee, in this case Kamala Harris, didn't have any chance. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they should understand that Donald Trump won for a reason, that he resonated with the very viewers that they seek to bring in. And, yeah, I'll just leave it there, that Trump resonates with people, while people like Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, what? Went after a Staten Island bakery because they wouldn't make her a cake because their boiler went down? I mean, come on. I mean, this is insane. And at some point, people are going to be like, all right, I'm done with you guys. I'm done.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen, right? Because, again, like, it would be great if people were able to kind of, watch what people are saying and kind of make their own opinion without just completely being stuck within their echo chamber. Like, for example, I can watch this and pick out the nonsense that he's saying. Absolutely, right? Some bits and pieces of it. The ridiculous part of what Whoopi Goldberg did was, in fact, go onto her platform knowing that her platform is gigantic and try to, absolutely talk negative about a business specifically. Like, even though she didn't mention the name, keep this in mind here. What mattered is just that she showed the product, and the product is so unique. Yeah, it's an issue, guys, right? See, we have different issues, I'm guessing, him and I, with the voice, that are slightly different, guys, right? But he is right for the most part. I'd give him that, guys. But both, even Fox News and ABC, everyone has their own inherent bias, and everyone is basically feeding to each other's echo chamber, guys. But either way.
All right, really quickly, continuing with the post-mortem here. Here is former NBC News anchor Brian Williams. He was on with Seth Meyers last night. Watch this.
It is tough love time for the Democratic Party. I think it needs to be stripped down and rebuilt. I think it's insulting when members of the working class, which the Democratic Party has lost entirely in our lifetimes, to insist the economy is doing great. I think the biggest unforced error of the Biden administration by far was the border. To tell people it's not a problem is insulting.
He also said that he wants to know
whoever that guy is absolutely correct. I like this guy, like where he speaks.
Idea was to have Joe Biden run for re-election at a 38% approval rating when he is the age that he is.
I'll be quick, guys. We talked about this. I've talked about this on the air well before the election. I love hearing this stuff after the election. But yeah, the border is a big issue. It affects every community in this country. The economy, you can't say it's great when people look at their bank accounts and say, no, it's not. They go to the grocery store and they say, I'm paying twice as much as I did under Donald Trump. So why should I vote for this administration again? So the analysis is correct, but after the fact, I kind of find funny because we talked about it before the election, and that's the whole ball game, unfortunately. And I'm sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm fighting a bit of a cold, we'll call it, and just trying to fight through it. So
if you have kids, you're fighting a cold from October through April.
Yeah, basically. Listen, I don't feel amazing. My wife doesn't feel amazing. My son is just consistently coughing and is sick. I get it, bro. This is real life.
Everybody knows that.
That's true. Joe when school starts, you're going to be fighting those colds. That's right.
You.
Feel better, Joe. Well, at least it's the weekend, so hopefully you can rest and relax. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, that's over, guys. All right, so here's the thing. My opinion here. I don't know anything about Joe Rogan believing in dragons. I don't know, why? Right? If there's something I don't know, please, I'm an open book, guys. I want to know and learn as much information as humanly possible, right? But I just don't understand the dragon conversation. Like, where are we even at with that? What does that mean? Okay, I mean, I get it. The dinosaurs, sure, billions of years ago, we're missing about 1 billion years in history on, based off of the, stones and things like that. But guys, dragons, with fire, you mean not like dragons that are like reptiles that, are small, like little lizards. No, but I don't know what kind of dragon he's talking about, bro. All right, and I'm just gonna being honest. Okay, I would say it's kind of funny. I'm glad that he, understands that all he is now is a dragon believer, and he puts it in his bio. Oh yeah, a hilarious troll. In fact, I like that. Do more of that, Joe Rogan. Right, but all right, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what I should be checking out next, and I will jump into that as soon as I possibly can. All right, and listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. This is my lightsaber. Hey guys, you guys subscribe to the other channels, Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, it's amazing.